Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Going Local Financial Edition. We've got Brittany Stokes here again, and we are going to talk about down payment assistance today. It's kind of an exciting topic.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have been excited about it because it is kind of one of those things that they think is the obstacle between them being able to buy a house. So today we've got Brittany Stokes here with Movement Mortgage. It's a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Definitely. So, like I said, we were talking about down payment assistance, and I know that you have just a plethora of knowledge when it comes to this. So, tell me a couple of the programs that you guys offer. What do you? I know there's NC housing, and then there's the county options and all that. So, just tell me a little bit about those.
Right, so we're affiliated with NC Housing Financial Agency, which not all lenders are a part of. So we are able to offer these down payment assistance programs through that. For first-time home buyers, they offer $8,000 down payment assistance. So that goes towards the down payment and partially toward closing costs, whichever you need. And then for all buyers, they offer a 3 and a 5% down payment option.
Wow, so I could even qualify for something like that.
Absolutely.
That's a big win.
It is. And then there's also the mortgage credit certificate that's offered through NC Housing, which is a credit on your taxes of up to $2,000. So you can either use that every year on your taxes, or you can use it in your monthly income to get more back in your paycheck.
Wow. Actually, I think we had a client not recently that actually did that.
Yeah, we had a customer, he was pre-approved with another lender, and because of his debt to income, they were wanting to go FHA with him, and so I was able to relook at it and add that mortgage certificate on there and him get an extra $160 a month in his paycheck and show his income. So he was able to bring $3,000 less to closing, and it lowered his monthly payment by $150.
Wow.
So that little bit of extra money makes a huge difference overall.
No, that's amazing. I know when I talked with that client, he was super stoked. He was, no pun intended, but he was super stoked to find out that there was these options that we weren't even aware of. Because, I mean, I've used multiple other lenders in the past, and, you know, a lot of them, I would ask about down payment assistance, and they would say, no, we don't offer that, or you know, you have to go through this special, you know, county or whatever. And she took care of everything for them, and that made it super easy for us. So, you know, I think it's a wonderful option. I know there are some restrictions that kind of come along and they kind of play into that. So tell me a little bit, you know, what are some of the restrictions that fall with NC Housing and with the county and stuff like that?
So the biggest restriction is you do have to have a minimum credit score of 640, and your debt to income can't be over 43%. So we do have to play with the numbers and make sure we get you within guidelines, but it's something I love to do. I want to see people that are not able to purchase a home because they don't have that money in savings be able to go ahead and purchase a home now instead of throwing money away at rent.
Wow. And so let me ask you this. So they're just basically giving you $8,000, or are there kind of some stipulations and things that go along with it?
There is stipulations. The government's not just going to hand you $8,000 or 5% of your purchase price without some kind of stipulation. So basically, I like to look at it as a savings account. So you don't have your down payment assistance money right now in your pocket. So they're going to give it to you. And if within the first 11 years, you still owe that money back. At year 11, it goes down by 20% all the way up to year 15, and then it's forgiven 100%. So if you sell in 7 years, you owe that money back. But it's not like you're coming out of pocket. Whenever you sell the property, the equity off the top of it would go back to the government, just like paying off the first mortgage. You wouldn't even see that money leave.
So it would actually get handled by, I guess, the attorney in
Correct.
Process and come out of their closing.
Correct.
Wow, that's awesome. So it's not something that you really have to take in consideration later on down the road, like, oh no, I've got to have this money.
Correct.
So that's awesome.
It is a second lien on the property, but it's a 0% interest. You don't even see it there. You're not making an extra payment. It's just there as, like I said, I like to look at it as a savings account that's put there to the side so you're not paying it up front.
Wow. And this morning we had a closing, and they actually had used this program. They used some of the down payment assistance options. And so that was how we were able to get them to the place where they did not have to pay anything as far as down payment, but we also had negotiated out their closing costs by the seller. So the sellers paid that. It actually ended up coming back to where they walked away from the table actually making money buying a house. I think they paid him like $500,
Right.
and they went and picked the check up today. So
Yeah.
I think these options are amazing, and I think that there are way too many lenders that aren't offering them. So if you're going to a lender and they say, nope, we don't have down payment assistance, I think that you should really double check back and reach out to Brittany and let her find out what you qualify for, because this could be the game changer between you depleting all of your savings and having to come out of pocket everything, or being able to, once you buy the house, go and buy furniture or do all the things that you need to be able to do. And this is, I mean, in essence, it is free money.
It is.
You know,
Yeah.
if you stay in your house for that long. I know that there are some things with, like, if you're refining the house, you can do that and it doesn't affect this. There's a little bit of things you have to kind of go through as restrictions, but as far as that, you can do that. So it's not going to hold you back from that option.
Correct.
So I think you guys should definitely check this out. I think it's a wonderful option for you to be able to get into a house. I'd love to be able to help. You know, Brittany would.
Absolutely. I love working with, especially first-time home buyers, and not knowing coming out of the gate that they should have saved money or anything like that, especially young people moving from mom and dad's house and not having money in savings. So it's definitely a great option.
Yeah, I wish I had talked to her in January when we bought our house last year, because our lender, of course, didn't offer any of these things, and so we could have saved a ton of money. We had the money to be able to do it, but I would have much rather had that in my savings account.
Right.
So, but guys, I want to thank you guys for checking out down payment assistance options. These, I think, are going to be amazing for you to kind of do a little research into, reach out to Brittany, talk with her about. I want to thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Definitely.
I really appreciate it.
It's been an amazing experience. It always is. I want to tell you guys, if you want to reach out to Brittany, her contact information will be at the front and the beginning of the video. Also be in the description below. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of the different social media outlets. You can check out our website. We actually are working together with our website, so you're more than welcome to check that out, and she'll get your information through that as well. But thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank
See
you.
you guys.